Lobster, you got it back yet? Lobster's a 10 out of don't you grab it?
Welcome to Lobster Magnets Review, the channel review. Here's Gorogregoro loved Black Clover, was surprisingly positive. More positive than I ever thought he should have been, because he was drunk. So now let's see what he thinks now that he watched Black Clover sober. And this sucked. This was awful. This was fucking terrible. That second episode was also fucking terrible. I skimmed through this first chapter and then came to the horrible realization that half of that episode was filler, and pretty much this entire episode was filler. And oh my god, it's like the most painful thing. You got 130 chapters of manga material to go through, and you're already doing filler. Like, I was doing some research, read somewhere apparently that it has a 51 episode order, so it's gonna go throughout the whole year. I'll be very impressed if we make it through that, because and also another fun fact, it's done by Studio Pirat, the studio behind the animated Naruto and Bleach.
Are you serious? Oh my god, that studio is probably the bane of my existence. Then they not only animated this, starting off with the filler bang, so to speak, but after doing a whole year or 2 years of Naruto filler, and then all the Bleach filler that they've done, they couldn't even complete Bleach. Bleach got canceled after the Aizen arc.
No, the Fullbringer arc. That's when it got canceled.
Oh yeah, the Fullbringer arc. They didn't even get to Aizen.
No, they did. They finished Aizen. Aizen came.
Fullbringer
came after Aizen.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I fucked up the order. That just goes to show how bad they did with the anime. I mean, the Bleach was pretty
they're
weak
good
content.
when they want to be, when occasionally. But we've definitely got that. Oh man, I can't. This is the worst kind of filler you could ask for. It's there's only one chapter of manga to draw content for, and the characters aren't very interesting. The world isn't particularly interesting. You've got nothing to work with. There was just, I'm Asta. I'm gonna train really hard. I'm Yuna. I'm really cool and good at magic. And we're the little kids.
Let's focus on our backstories a little bit more, and then let's walk all the way.
They don't have any backstories to focus on. They have nothing. They
have
and 2 character traits each.
And let's walk all the way to Mage Central headquarters or whatever.
And I peeked ahead in the second chapter. They just start with the exams. No training montage. Just right into the action, right to the goddamn test doohickey.
The only interesting, fun thing about this episode, I guess, was the battle sequence with the monster and the Wizard King. In the beginning, that was that
was sort of semi-creative filler in the sense that that's technically something that I guess happened in the mythology.
That was a lot of cool animation.
Let's show the cool animation stuff that happens. Still kind of I don't know.
Yeah,
not the coolest thing in the world.
You're not invested in it at all, so it's just it just looks cool and flashy, but you're not even invested in the universe yet at all. It's just
It was definitely a way to hey, we're gonna try and keep your attention for this episode. So we're gonna go all out in the first part, and then you're screwed. You're fucked. There's nothing good. You're not gonna be able to enjoy any of this.
Yeah.
That's what we got, man. That's what we got. And it was pretty mediocre. Yeah, it was, just there wasn't much to animate, there's not a lot to say other than, so here's a question, Greg. How long are you, I kind of wanted to force you to watch all of Boruto, and there's, a part of me that wants to make you watch this one arc, but, you're no. How long do you think it'll be before we drop this?
Before we drop this one?
Do you think we'll make it for all 51 episodes?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this series has to bring yet, but without my beer vision, I think I can't. I don't know how much more I can take of an arc, like an episode of this. I mean, granted that these past two episodes have been filler, but when I did have my beer glasses on, I did appreciate some of the character traits between Yuno and Asta. This episode, not so much. It got a little bit tiresome. Just like beating a dead horse after that.
Yeah, a dead horse of like one character trait each. There's not much to work there.
Yeah.
But we'll see when like the extended cast and like as with most of these things, they like they're gonna go to the magical entrance exams and then they're gonna get like put on like magical night teams and then Asta is gonna get like these are my quirky compatriots. Oh my god, they're so quirky. Ooh, this is the quirky people. And we'll see if that's enough to save the series. I was skimming through the manga because like I was curious to like from an adaptation spectacle, I got a better sense and was like, oh wow, this is like the Shonen Jump version of Fairy Tale.
Is it? Yeah.
Very much so. And in tradition of any other thing, where it's like, oh, the group that our guys joins up is like the weirdo outcasts of like all the other people. It's something you see a lot in these things.
Well, Lobster, Isaac, I think you're not going to get tired of this screaming too much because you're already used to screaming every single day of your life.
Yeah, I've got my little birdie, Captain Crunch, who's like, I'm gonna be the greatest parrot in the world. I'm gonna poop on your bed sheets.
You should make a new Asta video with like just showing a clip of your parrot screeching, and then like all of a sudden it like puts a picture of Asta's face on him. It's just like.
Oh God, I don't know if I could get like enough good audio, but that just sounds really funny. I don't know if anyone would think that was as funny as I would, though. I'll look around though. Maybe there's some good like Quaker Parrot screech videos on YouTube that I can like draw audio from.
Yeah, I don't think you have to work that hard for it, honestly. He'll screech for anything, really.
I don't know. So he never does what I want him to do when I want him to do it. Usually, that's the unspoken rule.
He's a rebellious parrot.
Yeah, if I want him to talk, he won't talk. If I need him to talk or screech, he won't screech.
Okay.
That's how he works. So let's get to the score. What would you rate this episode?
2. 2. This was a 2.
Yeah, I give it a 3.
It was very painful to watch. And knowing it was filler throughout the whole thing was kind of like disappointing too. Like, what was the point of like doing that whole sequence of Asta and like racing to magical nation land?
It was complete filler. It was 100% waste of time. It was bullshit adventuring bullshit that went nowhere and told us nothing, showed us nothing cool, and it was the ultimate definition of filler.
I wish I was
it's a shame that we're like Studio Prots pulling out the filler card so early in the game.
I wish I was asleep instead of like watching that anime. Like that's how bad that episode was. But yeah. I mean, I only give it like 2. I mean, I give it 2 because it had a decent fight sequence in the beginning. So yeah.
So that is why you gave it your pity score.
Yeah. Besides, giving it a 0.
I mean, it wasn't insulting like some of the Naruto fillers, but it was really dumb. Or it was really, really boring, which is like a greater sin you could ask for. At least some of the Naruto fillers, like the Ninja Postman, Tiger Mizuki, were so dumb. They kind of like were entertaining in a weird way.
Yeah, even the Stupid Brothers are kind of like, oh, this is stupid, but wow, they're really going for this, and they're actually putting in a stupid amount of effort for these Stupid Brothers.
Yeah.
And trying to get us to giggle.
Yeah. They were terrible, but they were like kind of weirdly entertaining in their terribleness. All this was just boring. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see how long we make it through more Black Clover. It'll be interesting because like we'll wrap this up. But like, so how do you think about this versus My Hero Academia? How do you feel, or do you feel like you can't really judge it because you've only seen like a small part of the manga?
I can't judge it yet. I mean, I can't judge like between series right now, but all I know is this sucks right now. Right now,
like,
it sucks.
I feel like there are people at Shonen Jump that are like really want this to be the next big thing. They're like, this is cool magical shit. It's fantasy. There's a giant sword. This is like everything people say they want in shonen manga.
I think maybe it can potentially be good. Just it hasn't done anything yet. Like there's nothing that's happened yet. There's just nothing here right now. There needs more stuff. They need more stuff, more stakes. Maybe like I don't know. Someone destroys the village, their hometown village, and they have to seek revenge or something. And maybe his nun girlfriend, Asa's nun girlfriend, gets captured or something, and he has to save her. Like that could be an interesting plot point, or I don't know, like one of the characters they grew up with actually turns out to be evil or something like that. I don't know. It could be any sort of random number of things, I guess. It's just it has to have something interesting with like between the characters, I think, and to build the world. Guess.
We'll see if the next week is better. All right, so thank you for watching. Let us know if you were bored out of your mind, or if you were gonna if you think Black Clover could possibly overtake My Hero Academia, and let us know in the comments below.
Oh,
and
should we shill something?
I don't know. I'm gonna make a call to Amazon Associates, and I'll check to see if I can shill in the future. But for today, let's not shill anything.
Okay. Because this was a nothing episode.
We're not shilling anything because this episode gave us no inspiration to shill.
Exactly. Just get some water and like douse yourself with water. That's completely free.
Drink some tap water. As exciting as this episode of Black Clover. Brought to you by tap water from your faucet.
Oh my god, that's the perfect shill. It's just like.
Go get your tap water. Go drink that down.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much. Remember, lobster's antennas, but don't you grab it.
Lobster's made of iron. Lobster's made of light.